Made in Hollywood.
The animated adventure, The Tiger's Apprentice, is made in Hollywood.
He is really trying to have it be something that he's proud of because he loves his family and he loves being Asian American, but sometimes like the world, or at least the kids around him kind of give him a lot of trouble for that.
Made in Hollywood.
Also on today's show, Ian McShane finds himself at a life-changing crossroad in the dramatic thriller American Star.
He says it's his last show. It could be. I think he's getting tired. I think he makes his big mistake when he says, no, I'm not going. I'm staying.
Plus, the groundbreaking historical drama series The Chosen returns for its 4th season. Jenna Ortega and Martin Freeman star in the psychological thriller Miller's Girl. And we take a hard look at the opioid crisis in the dramatic thriller Junction. This week on Made in Hollywood.
Made in Hollywood.
Now available on your home screen. Based on the popular children's book series, a Chinese-American teen must reunite 12 Zodiac warriors in the animated adventure, The Tiger's Apprentice.
Wait, hold on.
You okay?
Yeah, great. Okay, I'll be right back. Get.
It's definitely something that he has to contend with, being in a school of kids that might not understand the culture, who might not be as familiar with the lore of what his family believes in.
I think he's a typical teenager.
Yeah.
A typical teenager, not just an American teenager. Learning to believe yourself, learning to believe what you're capable of, is something that takes time and it takes a village.
Do I know you, man?
No, but I've been watching over you your whole life.
Who are you?
I know it's cool.
He is really trying to have it be something that he's proud of because he loves his family and he loves being Asian American, but sometimes like the world, or at least the kids around him kind of give him a lot of trouble for that.
Your grandmother was a guardian, sworn to protect humanity. Now the duty of protecting it is yours.
Haha, very funny, right?
I think Mrs. Lee is trying to instill belief and faith into her grandson that he may not know at this moment that he is, but she knows is there.
Is that a dragon?
Show off.
It will be my honor to guide you.
Wait, we're getting dim sum?
Not everything is what it seems, kid. We're the Zodiac, sworn to protect the Guardian.
Who's the featherweight? Hi, I'm Tom, lactose intolerant and guardian of a Steph Curry rookie card.
I think I was pretty peripherally aware of most of the lore around the Zodiac animals, but through doing this project, through doing the research on the character and stuff like that, it's definitely something that I immersed myself in more with and I learned more about.
I used to have a book that went into, the Zodiac animals, and then of course, my godfather, being the late Bruce Lee, was called the Dragon, so that's what kind of got me curious about, Zodiac animals.
So Monkey is very
Like, what is Monkey?
Naomi the
Monkey's
monkey
funky.
is monkey funky. She's funky. She monkeys around.
She is.
She keeps you on your toes. She keeps you on your paws.
We gotta free the other Zodiacs. Go, go, go!
I think she's the only one who does like the
Like
real
actual
magic.
spells and stuff like that.
Other than Mistral?
It's giving witchcraft, and
It's giving the craft.
no, because everyone has their magical qualities, but like
She uses hers a lot.
right, because Monkey comes through with like some last minute solutions.
We gotta save them.
All right, Zodiacs, let's do this.
My character is actually the Year of the Pig, and so I play like a really fun, down-to-earth, sincere, happy character, and so the pig is really like a great part of that.
Feel the power inside you.
Oh, yeah! Wait, you don't talk too, do you?
The voice of Tom is, there's a lot of dimensions to it, and I think it's like reflected in all the different relationships that the character Tom has.
Team Zodiac, assemble! Whatever I need to know to be a guardian, you have to teach me.
I think that was like a pretty integral part of finding Tom's voice, was just seeing like how I put myself in these different relationships with those different characters.
Zodiac up!
Oh yeah!
A shipwrecked boat turns the world of an aging assassin upside down in the gripping thriller American Star, featuring Ian McShane.
Mitagi will be here in a couple of days. Get your holiday time in now.
He's an army man. He's a paratrooper. He's been in it all his life. And he goes by the rules. And he's a guy that just obeys his own rule. You know, he's get in, get out, and that's it. But he gets in. The intelligence is not good. He should get out, but something about the place attracts him, draws him in, and he meets first. He's forced to meet people.
Perfecto for the beach. I'm Gloria.
Wilson.
What do you do?
Security.
So the first thing, probably, it was the character. It was Wilson, and to tell the story of his journey to this island when he finds these people, and then he has the opportunity to think about his life and what he did.
It's the story of a man who's coming to, thinks, he made bad choices in life, but he tries to make the right one. But he doesn't.
The ship, the American Star.
It's on the other side of the island. Do you always go on holiday alone?
When we discovered the shipwreck, when we discovered the American Star, and that was given the title of the film, and it was the perfect mirror, let's say, for Wilson. I started investigating about the ship with the writer, and I don't know, it was the whole evolution of how we wrote the script.
They say there are three sorts of people in Fuerteventura. Those who live here, tourists, and those who are running from something.
I don't live here.
And you don't look like a tourist.
He says it's his last two. It could be. I think he's getting tired. I think he makes his big mistake when he says, no, I'm not going. I'm staying. Something draws him in, and from that moment on, he knows it's not going to go well.
I'll finish this job.
Coming up, we look at Season 4 of the groundbreaking historical drama series, The Chosen. To find out where to watch any movie, check out MoviePhone.com. Find it, watch it.
I'm not surprised by the popularity of what the story we're telling, because it's the greatest story ever told, and for a reason.
Made in Hollywood. Made in Hollywood.
Season 4 of the historical drama series, The Chosen, continues its intimate and authentic look at the life of Jesus as seen through the eyes of those who knew him best.
People seem to think they know why I'm here. Do you think I've come to give peace on earth?
It's the role of a lifetime. It's been the role of a lifetime. It's been a story for ages. It's probably going to outlive me.
This edict identifies Jesus of Nazareth as a heretic and a blasphemer.
When we started, we were a web series, and we weren't even going to finish our first season. We didn't have enough funding. So to be starting from those humble beginnings into where we're at right now, I didn't expect any of this.
Oh my gosh, I wasn't thinking that this was going to happen. I was like, oh, this is it's like all of our friends just working together, and we're just like making a thing. And then now it's like other people know the thing.
Yeah, that a historical drama is the most watched show on the planet
and on top
is
of that, yeah.
Unusual, right? Of course, yeah, very surprising.
I've not come to bring peace, but a sword, division.
Mine starts with the scripts. I like to focus on the relationship. A lot of my scenes are with Jesus, of course, and so I love really digging into what their unique relationship is like.
It all starts through prayer for me personally. I'm a man of faith myself, and in order to try to authentically portray this character, years ago they used to have those bracelets, WWJD, what would Jesus do? And I think that's become a question that I just ask in my daily life.
When someone chooses to follow me, it may mean that people will be hated by those closest to them.
My approach is completely physical. I try and put myself in as many physical situations as these characters were in. So if it's fishing, get out there and fish. If it's walking around city to city, start walking. My process starts there, and then I take in the historical, and then I add the creative.
Obviously, these people are known throughout the world, but in a way, as actors, you kind of have to forget that and go, who is this human being living 2,000 years ago? Those things, that's where we put our attention. And then after we're done filming, we're like, oh yeah, like everyone is waiting to see what happens to these people they've heard about their whole life.
I prayed with this man, Yanni. He wasn't what I expected.
What's so important?
Feels like the beginning of something. War, maybe.
The feedback has been so profound, the changes that people have experienced, what it's done for them. I've had people come up to me in parking lots, like a random couple, just say, you know, your series helped us get our marriage back on track.
I am the life that overcomes death.
One of the best things the show does is make it as human, authentic as possible and show really, you know, who could this person have been like? What would make Matthew, Andrew, Simon, even Jesus? And so it's difficult territory to walk, but I think the show does a really, really good job with it.
There's a lot of pathos in this show. There just is, by the nature of the subject. And I think a lot of actors receive that kind of attention. And I kind of like the fun attention.
I'm not surprised by the popularity of what the story we're telling, because it's the greatest story ever told, and for a reason. But to see it in action, to actually experience that in front of my eyes from firsthand from people, and then when it happens, you're like, okay, I thought I was ready to know how that would feel, but I wasn't, and it's just magnificent.
I guess you're not holding back anymore.
I can't. I'm out of time.
To find out where to watch any movie, check out Moviephone.com. Find it, watch it. Up next, we're behind the screen with the directors of the Southern Gothic fairy tale Miller's Girl and the dramatic thriller Junction.
I was really surprised at how much heart she brought to a character that I think could quite easily be very arch or very pretentious.
Made in Hollywood. Made in Hollywood.
A teacher and his protege become ensnared in a complex web of morality and desire as Martin Freeman and Jenna Ortega star in the psychological thriller Miller's Girl.
What's your name?
Cairo Sweet.
I'm Mr. Miller. I'm assuming that you got one of these before.
I read the whole list.
Well, there's 12 books on that list.
Party hard.
It originally started as a play that I wrote in 2011 as sort of a love letter to my muse. Her name is Julianne. She's a terrific actress. And so I called her and I said, if you could play any character, who would it be? And she said, Rhoda Penmark from The Bad Seed, who, if you recall, is a psychopathic killer child. So I was like, great, okay, I'm gonna write about the birth of a villain was what I set out to do.
What is an adult? I'm 18. Languishing in the wilds of nowhere, Tennessee.
You know, in these types of relationship stories, which will continue to be told, they are mostly told by men. Historically, I think in cinema have been told by men. And I'm not a man. And the whole thing is from the female gaze. That kind of really excites me about this trope and sort of reworking what it is having it be from Cairo's perspective, which is inherently my perspective, which is female.
Don't you get scared walking through those woods?
I'm the scariest thing in there.
Jenna's very funny. Like, I think she's a very charming, funny person, but she, like me, has Gothic proclivities. And I was really surprised at how much heart she brought to a character that I think could quite easily be very arch or very pretentious.
I want you to write a short story in the style of your favorite author.
Are you offering me special treatment, Mr. Miller?
Well,
You know, we feel her heart break with her, and you watch those scales sort of grow over her. You can still feel the pulse inside of her, and I think that is both beautiful and quite terrifying.
She'd open her mouth to say something, but the words fell away.
It's always been the same ending. And the ending I wanted to leave with a question. It's too tidy to tie it up in a bow. I want the audience to ask themselves, like, who does she become? Who does he become?
Write what you know is what you say.
If you don't rewrite this, I'll have to fail you.
I dare you.
Why am I the audience member? What are my judgments of these characters and why have I made them?
In your own words, how did it start?
The dramatic thriller Junction examines the opioid crisis in America through the tragic interconnected stories of a pharmaceutical CEO, a doctor, and an addict.
I was thinking maybe you could give me something a little stronger.
I'm sorry. You reached your limit this month.
Are you seriously doing that in a 9-year-old's basketball game?
Okay. I just need a refill on my prescription.
You need to make an appointment.
Tell the doctor it's an emergency and I will call you back.
I'm not an addict, but I went in for like a routine surgery a few years ago, and then I ended up being prescribed oxys, and I got hooked on them, and it was really hard to get off of it, and I got like dope sick, and it really angered me that something that I didn't seek out was put upon me and could make me an addict.
As the president, he's made the opioid epidemic a mandate. He wants prosecutions.
Well, just prosecute all the dirty doctors and abusers you want.
I didn't have the luxury of time to explain the opioid epidemic to people with this movie. I had 90 minutes, right? So as an actor, I'm interested in why people do what they do and the morality of that. And I wanted to know like why seemingly good people would make these moral, complicated choices.
I don't know what to do about the pain now. You have to make it stop. Please.
There's no way to tell this whole story without like showing different worlds of it. So that's why there's a vast canvas, a lot of people, a lot of characters, a lot of different settings.
It's hard to lobby the bell.
So what do you suggest, Lisa?
Maybe a changing of the guard.
I've been fortunate enough as an actor to work for many years now, but I've always had an itch to direct, and I thought this was the one to do it on. And also I was an actor. I wasn't getting the depth of the roles that I thought I had in me and that I wanted to. So I was like, I'm gonna write this for myself.
You a cop?
I tried to write every role to have a moment to shine. And as an actor myself, like I just know, like if I'm gonna come to set, like I wanna do something. I wanna have some meat on the bone.
That medication was pushed.
Maybe it can help you get you back to where you need to be.
By doctors that I trust.
I don't need a hospital.
Sir,
I need a refill.
You need to leave.
Give me a refill. Oh. I love acting. I want to continue to. I'm currently on a show right now. I love doing it. But I definitely want to keep going in the direction.
That's not their fault. That's not my fault. That's your fault.
Stay tuned. There's more coming up on Made in Hollywood.
Made in Hollywood.
Thanks for watching Made in Hollywood, powered by MoviePhone. For more behind-the-screen content, check out MoviePhone.com.
Made in Hollywood.